microphone. And then this should be Samsung. Alright. That should be good. Alright, so now I see my microphone's working. Thank you, chat, for letting me know. Can you talk, Peak?
Microphone test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, you're coming through. Beautiful. So headset's now working as well. Awesome. Alright, so that should fix that. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so what happened is yesterday I updated my Windows to Windows 11. And so I'm trying to go through all the bugs from everything, switching all my settings off. So sorry about that. But welcome to the stream, guys. Let's just go through and double check, see who's here. We got Atomic, Ethan, Gabby, Central Intelligence, Sky Striker, Kevin, Justin, Edward, Facton, Steven, James in the chat. Steven, thank you for the £2 also for the warning that I wasn't getting any sound. Thank you very much, my dude. Appreciate you. Todd, how's it going? Stacks, what up? Akira, King Cold, good morning. Chris as well. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Hopefully you're gonna have a good stream. So yeah, I was just telling Peak we are going to be probably pulling a double header today, as we did in the last one. Only this time, I think instead of having a push-pull configuration, we're just gonna go with like a standard configuration with two engines up front. And we're gonna be loading up our ironworks today. That is the goal. Okay. You bringing 43 over? Alright. I'll go ahead and put this up.
Wait, we're taking the stake cars?
Yeah, we're taking the stake cars because we got to get lumber and raw iron.
Lumber and raw. Okay.
Yep. They both take stake cars, so I figure we'll just take like.
Raw iron goes on stake cars?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah, not iron ore, raw iron. It's the thing that's made at the smeltery with the things. I gotta pull this switch for you real quick.
Gotcha.
Alright, you're good to come through. And then you can back right up. What up, Jason, Podge, Ozzy? Appreciate you guys dropping in. That's all good, Ethan. I appreciate you dropping in when you can. I understand. I do understand, my dude. There are more important things in life than just dropping by the live stream. But I do appreciate you guys being here, for sure. Doing good, guys. Doing good. It's a little chilly out this morning. It was about 18 degrees. So, definitely on the chilly side of things. Alright, we are attached. I'm in engine 40, or I'm in engine 69. Brakes are off. I'll let you be the power for now, if you want to head out.
Okay, I think all the switches are good. So we're going to the mine. Or not the mine, we're going to the...
We're going to the logging camp, or the, yeah, what do you want to call it? The sawmill first.
Gotcha.
Just had to say hi, back from World of Warships Legends I Go. Well, I appreciate you, Akira. Thanks for dropping in.
This is 25% power, by the way. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's flat ground, and like, this is a very strong locomotive. I don't know if we're going to need 2 engines for this. So I figured we might as well have it just in case. Because coming up from the bottom, like for the wood, it's probably not going to be an issue because it's mostly flat. But coming up from the bottom with a full load of iron is going to be heavy. We may have to change switches up here, don't forget. The last episode we kind of came from logging camp, so.
Right.
Since I'm not actually doing anything at the moment, I'll just kind of keep my eye out.
What's up, House and Illuminati? Noodles?
Oh god, I bounced off your train. Oh, there we go. Yep, I gotta change it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
All good?
Yeah, Todd, this game is a lot of fun, man. It's definitely become one of my favorite games. That's for sure. So I totally get it. I totally get it.
By the way, I love the logging camp up there.
Yeah.
It looks so good, dude.
Okay, this switch is good. This switch up here needs to be thrown to the left. God, we gotta redo this, like, section right here at some point.
I know. It's next on my hit list.
It's pretty rough.
I know.
But yeah, let me throw this switch. We'll go to the left, and then we'll grab some iron. Or not iron, but the lumber.
Yep, this is next on my shit list right here, for sure.
That one's set to go outside, so I gotta switch that one back. I'm just presetting all the switches. I think we got 15 of those cars, right?
Got a lot of them.
So, like, if we've got 15 cars times 6, that's gonna be probably too much, isn't it? Because usually the places can hold 100. No, that won't be too much. That'll be 30. That'd be like 90, right? 15 times 6. And stop.
Oh, we're putting on planks?
No, yeah, we're putting lumber on, not beams. So I need you to back up.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, we're gonna load. This should be 90 total, and they can hold 100, so this should be perfect. We can take. All right, stop. We can take basically a full load of lumber and fill up the lumber side, and then we'll grab a full load of iron and pray to God that it's not way too heavy for even our 2 engines.
Right. Might
Of course,
be.
if we take a full load of wood over there, or lumber over there, we should be able to end up having enough money to buy a new Class 72. So.
Ooh,
Could go for a 3rd engine, baby.
that makes me happy.
If we don't have to buy the engine today, I would rather not, because we are going to also need to buy boxcars today.
And oil cars.
The oil car's probably going to have to wait. But definitely boxcars and, whatchamacallits. Boxcars are definitely going to have to be bought, because we use this for most of the stuff. But we've got to use the log trailers, you know, the flat cars. We've got to use those to pick up the steel pipes, and then we use the box cars to pick up the crates, the tools. All right, go forward. What up, Christopher? How's it going? Sirius, how's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Audie as well. All right, stop. Oh, sorry. I looked away. My bad. I was looking at chat. You'll have to reverse a little bit. That's my bad. I was not paying attention.
15 cars too. You got to give me a big heads up to stop.
Yeah. And stop.
I almost wonder if I shouldn't be doing this in reverse, dude, because I can back up and stop a hell of a lot easier with all these cars pushing downhill. It's a lot of weight. What's up, Aaron?
Yeah, Chris, I get it. Sunday morning steaming, baby. Wasn't planning on doing railroads this early, but Peak's like, hey man, I'm bored. I want to do something, so let's do it. I was like, all right, well let's do it. Let's get her done. Always down to play some railroads. What'd you say?
I was looking where you posted your link.
Oh, I just posted it in general chatting under the Discord for railroads. They don't have a separate server for like game replays and streams and stuff. They have screenshots, but so I just posted the link in the general chat to see if anybody wants to check us out. What up, Wine Quirker? How's it going? Yeah, there's just something nice about it. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a game that I never thought I needed, but I definitely love it. All right, go forward.
On it.
And stop. You can actually go forward a little bit more. I was expecting it to roll a little bit further. That's good. It was still fine, it was really close. I didn't know if it was going to start screwing up and dropping them on the wrong trailer.
Aaron says, remember when Peak used to play ships with me?
Yeah. I remember playing ships occasionally. But I'll tell you what, after the other night, I don't want to look at ships. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, that was the worst stream I have ever had on World of Warships.
You know it's bad when somebody messages me and says, I think we really pissed Spartan off tonight. And I'm like, number one, why are you doing that? Number two, why do I care? Number three, quit messaging me.
Yeah. It's not even like that. It's just like nothing went right. I had the worst teams possible. I had the worst RNG possible. I outplayed a fucking division of destroyers so badly in my fucking Yamato that the game decided to balance it by making me miss the guy point blank with all of my guns. Go ahead, go forward. I killed his teammate. I made him look stupid, took all of his health, needed to finish him off, and I fired all three turrets at the man at less than 2 kilometers, and all of the shells completely missed him. I needed like 2 penetrations to kill the guy. I was not happy. Alright, stop. But yeah, it just, nothing went right. But I mean, on top of that, to compound everything, I had only had like 2 hours of sleep that night, and I'd been up all fucking day. I've been running around all day. And then I came home. I shouldn't have streamed, but I decided to stream anyway. I was going to make it a quick stream, and then I just did what I always do, which is just keep streaming regardless. It's not a good time.
What's up, RT? Yeah, Spartan got fucked. It happens, man.
It does happen. But
I've thought about testing the theory, putting a... I don't get stream sniped that much anymore. People like Aaron get stream sniped. You get stream sniped. I really don't get stream sniped that much. It happens, but it's not that much. But I wonder, like, if you and Aaron had like a minute delay on your streams, you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I don't like to run a delay solely due to the fact that when I do look at chat, I don't like it to be like 5 minutes later. You know what I mean? Like when I'm reading chat, I like to know what's going on. Like when people donate, I like to see that shit immediately, not 5 minutes later, because people get pissed off. Go ahead and go forward. People get pissed off. They're like, "Oh, you just ignored my dono," and I'm like, "No, I didn't."
No, but like, that's not how it works though. Like you see it instantly, but your response will be delayed by 1 minute. But you don't read chat that much anyways. You mostly play.
And stop.
So it wouldn't.
But yeah, but that's the thing. But like when I mostly look at the like donos and stuff, I'm looking at the chat. But my reacting to the dono is a minute later. You know what I mean?
Only on stream.
Right, to the people who are donating. That's what it matters.
But they don't. I don't know that they care as much.
You'd be surprised how many times I've seen people get upset because they're like, "Oh, you didn't read my dono," but I totally did read their dono. It was just a couple minutes later.
I've heard that from somebody else. They donated $10 to you and you didn't acknowledge it, so he doesn't watch your streams anymore. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And the sad part is, the one person in particular that said it, you literally can go watch the stream. I said his fucking name right there in the middle of the fucking game, but again, it's just, I have to run a delay because of stream sniping assholes, and then it fucks me over in the end because I don't get the interaction that I enjoy the most out of the fucking chat. Even though I know that I don't do a very good job of keeping up with chat anyway. But, I mean, when you got 300 plus people fucking chatting away, it's kind of difficult. Just saying. Hell, I've had streams with over 500 people in the shit. Like, there's no keeping up with it. It's just not happening. I'm one dude. Go ahead, go forward.
I gotta be easy on my power settings here. Going around this corner.
Oh yeah, Wine, for sure. Like, I love the game, don't get me wrong. I love World of Warships. I wouldn't play it if I didn't. But man, is it one of the most frustrating games I've ever played in my life. And that's why we play Railroads, because it is the exact opposite. Stop. It is literally the exact opposite. It's nice and relaxing. What up, Chris Dorsey? Welcome to the stream. Also, Capri. Appreciate you dropping in. If I miss your name, I do apologize. I try to look out for the new names when I see them. Gaza, I see you as well. Wicket. Appreciate everybody dropping in this morning. Hope you're having a good weekend. Staying warm, hopefully. Ethan says he lost over $300 of progress on World of Warships. Ouch. That sucks. I don't know what happened. I've never had any issues like that, thank God. I would literally... break something if I lost progress on my shit. Like if I just showed up and like some of my ships were missing. I was pissed when my camos were missing.
I would bet that Aaron. I would bet you $20 Aaron would never play this game.
Alright, go forward.
God, we're still loading cars?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's out of my render range. This is only beta? Yeah, this is only beta, dude. It just came out of beta. Or it came out of alpha into beta. Very, very early access. From what I've been listening to game developers talking, it sounds like we're only experiencing like 7% of the game right now. Like they're bringing hundreds of new things into the game, and they're definitely going to bring other maps into the game, and this will be a big time
and they're going to have Steam Workshop support, so you're going to have mods coming into the game. It's going to be
like farming sim, lots of mods.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic. It does look really good for beta. You're right, Justin. I mean,
The game's freaking gorgeous. There's no other way around it. Like,
yeah.
the game is freaking beautiful. If you look at some of our like train or our track when we come out of the mountains and stuff down over the valley, like oh my god,
Yeah, this game's amazing.
it's gorgeous.
And like they're gonna come out with new maps, and like you said, the mod support. People are gonna get really creative with that, and everything that you're gonna be able to do in the game. It's just great.
That, and you got to think the people that are going to do the mods, kind of like Farming Sim with the tractors and stuff, like the people that do those kinds of mods for these games are the guys that are super into the stuff. So like they go into the whole freaking detail, just like the developers have. Like if you look under the engine, you can go forward. If you look under the engine while it's moving, like all of the little things that are supposed to be moving are animated correctly. Like it's crazy.
I'm gonna show them right here underneath the engine. Like everything works as it's supposed to. Put the cylinder chocks on, the steam comes out of the steam holes here.
Alright, you can stop.
Like they'll refine the little wheel glitches and little buffets and stuff. They'll fix all that down the road.
Are you reversing?
Nope. That's just the backlash in the
Holy
train.
mother of God. That shit went, that just literally just went back like 5 feet here to back.
Long
It's
train.
still fine, but yeah, like when the buffers like freaking extended, which these don't even have buffers, but just act like they have buffers.
One day we're gonna have to redo quite a bit of this, I think. From the Y up there anyways, on top of the hill.
Yeah, but if your PS4 Pro died, like all of the stuff from Wargaming is saved on the Wargaming server, so it's connected to your gamer tag. You should be able to just log in and be fine. I've changed consoles multiple times, whether it be from Xbox 360 to Xbox One to Xbox One X to Xbox Series X. I've never lost progress on any Wargaming game because it's all server side.
Yeah, it is all server side. It's all saved to the cloud. So
Alrighty, so we are good to go. We are fully loaded with lumber. 90 lumber on. How's our switch looking? Is it good?
good. The first one's good.
Okay, and I've got everything else set. I will go up to that other switch. You should be good to roll.
I'm creeping. 17% power. Just creeping.
I'll grab that switch at the top and flip it for you.
It's low takeoff, you know. Don't want to pull any cars off.
Yeah, especially in that corner.
Yeah.
Is that, what do you call that, string tension or whatever they call it? Where you pull them over the...
Lateral tension. A long train, dude. That's so
Alright.
nice. You can hide the UI, dude. I'm gonna start hiding the UI all the time.
Yeah.
You might have to watch, make sure we don't derail, dude.
I'm just clearing a couple of trees that are kind of annoying. You'll be fine. I have faith in you. You look good from here. I can see all the way back. That's another thing that they're getting ready to change. In the near future, one of the updates is going to be to not only change splines, make the splines a little longer for track, which is going to be nice, but it's also going to allow the clients on the like multiplayer to actually see further.
Okay.
So you'll be like triple the distance you can currently see. It goes from like 500 feet to like 3/4 of a mile.
That'll be good.
All right. You are beautiful, sir.
All aboard.
Are you giving her power, or are you just...
We had 40%.
Okay.
Just,
Let's say
just
this
kinda get
shouldn't
all
be
that
struggling.
weight
Oh yeah, you're golden.
over the corner. Just
And this
taking
is
it-
like this is the worst that we're gonna face right now. So, like, we don't need 2 engines for the lumber, but for the iron, I feel like we're gonna need it because we gotta climb out of that valley with a full load of iron. Now, when we get up towards the front yard, I will have to flip that switch.
Right. Moved her up to 100.
See, I like to like, what do you call it? I like to like drag it down when I do my whistle because it just sounds more natural rather than blipping it.
Definitely sounds more realistic.
So here we can see this. If I zoom in, we can show you under the train all the little inner workings. You can see all the stuff you would never actually see. Nobody's going to see this. They still animate it. It's friggin' ridiculous. Alright, I'll jump out. Do 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 do.
See, what I'm saying is we had a switch right here to brake right and just go across instead of going all the way to the left and back to the yard and then over.
Yeah, I'll show you guys inside the cab of the engine here in a moment. I just got to make sure we grab all the switches on the right path.
Yeah, you can operate the whole train from inside.
Yeah, you can do everything from first person too. Like it's gonna be sick, man.
So glad you find that. You found that hide the UI button. That's a game changer.
All right, so this switch is good. Good to see. So that means I can jump back on. Immersion broken. Ah! All right, so if we go inside here, you can see we've got all the normal stuff. We got our brake here. We've got our regulator, or this is the reverser actually. The regulator's somewhere else. You can tell I don't drive this thing in first person very often. Of course, we got our horn or our whistle up here. But we can interact with all of this stuff. These valves actually work too. Like we've got this valve right here is our regulator. So that controls how much power we're giving it. We've got like this here is our sander. We've got our button here for like hand valve something or another. Probably to do with the compressor, if I had to guess. So like they've got it all modeled, man. You can lean out. Kind of stick your head out the edge of the train, which is nice. All these windows and stuff, they all open. This door opens so you could step out in front. You can open the windows this way. I don't think this one actually opens, or maybe it does. Oh, that's the whistle. But this one slides. This game's got a lot of detail to it, man. It's pretty ridiculous.
And it just went into beta, which means by time of full release, it's going to be amazing. Super in-depth.
How do you visibly tell So like when you're inside here, like if you're running this, you see in the top left corner, so like if I want to set the reverser, right now we're 100% on the top. If you look at the top left, as you change it, you can set it to 100% reverse. You've got brakes here. You can set it to 52% brake. So it tells you up in the top left. So that's all. It's pretty easy. All right, I better put some fire in this in case we actually need it at some point. Oh boy. Oh, I'm stuck in the train. There we go.
Yeah, wow, I can see everything on the inside of your train that's animated. It's pretty impressive.
Look at this. Morning, Toad. So the engine brakes, same thing. Or the rail car brakes. So if we go back, you can see these cars have their own brakes. And it's the same thing. It shows you in the top left corner. So if we wanted to put this on, we crank it. It goes all the way up to 100%, or we drop it back down to 0. Everything should be set to take us right to the ironworks, so we should be golden.
Okay.
And then we can unload this. It'll be interesting to see how much we actually make here. There's a lot of lumber to be dropping off. If I remember correctly, lumber is like $12 per one of these, and that's 6 per. So that's what, $72 per car? We got 15 cars.
It'll be quite a bit for you.
All right, gonna have to jump out and get ready. So you're set to go all the way around. So I'll grab this when you go through and flip it back to be ready for when you come out.
Okay. A long ass train.
And there he goes. Oh, I screwed up. Stop the train, Peak. I yoinked your rear car. Whoopsie. I totally forgot that the switch is set to the point where like I have to wait for the car to go over the switch and not like as soon as it goes past the little switching point.
Yikes.
Alright, you're good. Sorry about that.
Wait, what do you mean you're good? We're good.
Oh, I already got you. You're good. It was literally one car. I literally yoinked one car, so I just brought it up to you, and as you started to back up, I just latched it, so you're solid. You can go forward. Alright, so you'll be coming around to this side, and we will unload over here. This should hold 100 of these, if I remember correctly. Oh, no! It totally only holds 50.
That's
Rip!
not good.
Rip! That sucks.
It's like we're storing some.
I was gonna say, we're about to have to drop some cars on the side over here.
That or we sell them.
I mean, we could sell. Just drive by the freight depot.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. We'll do that. Since we're going past there anyway.
If you throw the money my way, I've got like 1,500 right now. Push me up where I can buy a couple cars. Only holds 50, dude.
Yeah, it only holds... It holds 100 of the steel, or the iron, but it only holds 50 of this. It can hold 1,000 coal. Alright. And... yeah, this is going to be a kind of a slow unload due to the fact that this platform for this is really tiny.
Yeah. Looks like I got a good speed though.
Yeah.
Make sure you check your number so we're not wasting.
Oh, I'm checking. Don't worry. You're going a little faster, but alright, we're at 42, so this is the last car that we can dump here. That'll put us at 48. So we got how many cars? What, 5? 6 cars left. So yeah, we can just swing by up there. I'm essentially a brake man for you, even though you don't need one. This is weird listening to you two? Why is it weird? Now, all the switches should be set until we get back to the freight depot. Like, if we want to drop this off at the freight depot, we'll actually have to do that.
I think we probably should just go ahead and sell it out.
Yeah. I mean, the only other option would be to just, like, fill up these cars with steel. Or the iron. The ones that are empty. And just hold those wooden cars until we actually need them.
Yeah.
That's the other option.
Well, it doesn't take raw iron.
It takes raw iron. It takes the other thing that the smeltery makes. You got the steel rails that we take to the coal mine, and then it takes the raw iron. But it doesn't take iron ore. Now, once we go through the triple switch up here, you'll know that we're getting close to the...
Yeah. Getting close.
Hobo check, no free rides? Exactly. It would be pretty funny to have like a box car, you go open the door and there's just a dude staring at you. Just finished some mac and cheese. That sounds good, to be honest. I had a seafood quesadilla yesterday. Bunch of big old shrimp in there, some crab meat, some scallops. Good stuff. Our local Mexican place is amazing, dude. I love it. No profanity outbursts? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We've had a few moments where there have been plenty of profanity, but for the most part, this is a pretty chill game. Especially now that Peak and I know what the heck we're doing. How's your fire looking?
I topped it off already.
Alrighty. I remember our little tree cutting session that me and you did through here. Just let the
Great.
train roll really slow, and both of us, you grab right side, I grab left side.
Worked great.
All right, I'm
All we
running.
gotta do from now on.
I'm running ahead. Well, I'm trying to. You're actually outrunning me. Run faster, Spartan! Run faster!
You want to flip it once I go through? So we don't
Yeah, I'll
worry
flip
about
it back.
next time? Okay.
I'll do that for all the switches. Just remember that that switch that you're coming up to is probably not in the correct position either.
Right. I don't believe it is.
You may end up having to stop. We got a really long train. I'm not sure. Not sure how long we've got between this switch and that switch. Worst case scenario, you roll through and then you just jump out while it's rolling and flip that one.
That's what I'm gonna do. In fact, I'm gonna ghost walk it right now. Let it go at the speed and just run ahead.
And I got to remember that, well, this switch is easy. But the switch glows. Makes it easier to tell when the cars are off the switch. I just didn't pay attention to it last time. Because I'm a doofus. It's what we do.
I'm gonna flip all the upcoming switches. They're actually in the right spot.
We must have
I don't
came through
know,
here
yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
I don't remember coming through here recently, but we must have. Usually it's set to go up the mountain pass to the iron mine.
Yeah.
Damn, this is a long train. It's like not quite as long as the one we had in the last episode with 20 cars, but it's pretty good. All right,
I'm just ghost
The-
walking the whip.
this switch is done.
I don't know. Do you think we should flip them all to go to the iron?
No, because we're not going up there anytime today, probably.
Am I selling this wood or you?
Honestly, you can sell it if you want. I mean, I'm currently sitting at 4,700. I could buy another Class 70 if we wanted.
We don't have an operator though. We gotta think. How many of these? How much iron can go on one car?
We better check this switch up here.
It's all good. Already did.
Okay. Just double checking.
You might want to jump in.
What'd you say though about the Here, I'll slow us down using some of the brakes. Yeah, it actually is not enough.
Fuck! Why aren't none of them are unloading? Can I only do one at a time? Back us up.
Yeah, I'm gonna back us up.
I guess
I'll
I can
back
only do
us
one
up.
at a time, dude. What the hell? Or maybe it's because I'm not the host. Weird. It should have just hit them all.
Tell me when.
Hey, you're good. You're a good speed.
I do have a couple of brakes on cars. So I need to go figure out which ones I threw the brake on. I was trying to slow it down. I think it's...
We're coming to a stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to figure out which cars actually had the brakes on. Okay. There we go. Brakes are off. Should keep coasting. I know it's a little slow, but... Yeah, I was trying to slow it down as we were coming through because I felt like we were going a little too fast. And so I threw these brakes and then I went up there to grab the train. Alright. Beautiful.
All good.
So now we go to the iron mine. Or the iron, not the iron mine. The iron works. Or no, smeltery. We just came from the iron works. Okay, so I will flip this switch over here.
On the way we go.
Alright, you're set. I know you're set there. I need to get over to the, so you should be set to go through that right side. I need to flip the one switch. Can I beat you to the switch? That's the question. Am I fast enough? Running through the forest. Hope I don't get eaten by a chupacabra. He's faster than me, but he actually does have to travel a lot further than I do to get to the same point, so it'll be an interesting race.
So how much raw iron per car do we get? Is it still...
No idea. Never actually done it yet.
Okay.
I don't think it's 10. I think it's more like beams, so it's probably like 3.
Oh, wow. That would make a big difference.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the beams. Alright, so I'm here at this switch. I need to get you flipped around. That switch is good to go this direction. That switch is good. Alright. We're golden. Is there a world map? I mean, there is a map, but it doesn't show our track, unfortunately. I could show you guys the map that we've laid in terms of track. If I just pause here, I can pull that up real quick, because I actually have a railroad map. Bonk. And then we move it over here to the center. Make it larger. So everything that you see here in terms of a railroad is stuff that Peak and I have built. So all of this track, all the way around this entire map, all the loops, all of the extras, like that's all stuff that we have personally laid. So yeah, it's pretty legit.
133 hours, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Noise. Alright, let's turn that back off and go back into the game because we're about to get run over. Hi, Peak!
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I'm just checking my temps and everything here. Running at 41 Celsius, dude. CPU.
What up, Zach? Welcome back. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. And yeah, Wine Corker, holy crap indeed. Holy crap indeed. So if Peak has played 133 hours, I've probably played at least that, if not slightly more. It's going to be pretty close, because I know Peak's played a lot on his map too. Or at least he did with RT. Yeah. So it'll be pretty close between the two of us. But it's still nothing compared to what we've got in World of Warships Legends. Like, I forget exactly what my number was, but it was something like 28 days played or something like that. Stupid amount of hours. And then, it might even be more than that. It might have been like 87 days. Something like that. And I know Peak's got a lot more hours than I do in that game. Look! No eyesore bridge over top of our track.
Yeah.
Isn't it so clean looking now? Also, we're not going to be completely and utterly, like, hopeless going down here.
It definitely looks a lot better.
Might want to slow us down. You're kind of cooking us. I mean, I have faith, but I don't have faith.
Should be able to make it, though.
I kind of miss our water slide valley here, I'm not going to lie. And there's where we're headed, chat. We're headed to the smeltery.
I had thoughts on removing it. I should keep it.
Especially now that you see all the scars that we made from removing all the trees.
I'm kind of glad that there's a lot of trees missing. You know, the tree pop gets just a little bit excessive in some places.
Just a little bit? Alright. We need to be going to the left here at this switch. I can't tell where it's currently sitting.
This is the part that's questionable, Spartan. Will we make it up this stretch of track right here? I just don't know.
Okay, it's set to go left, so we're good there. So as soon as you clear this, I'll flip it to the right. Because we'll be looping around and coming back. Yeah, other players can come in. Like this is up to, I want to say it's up to 100 players could actually join up, but I've never tried to get more than 2 or 3 people in at one time. I'm pretty sure my computer would probably try to kill itself. But this is not server based. It's hosted on my PC, so I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, so I've got plenty of RAM to run multiple players. And me and Peak would definitely like to do that at some point. But yeah, also don't go through that next switch, because we got to flip that one.
I know. I went through it by a few feet before I realized.
Yep, we got to flip it to the inside loop. We're so used to going to the coal mine.
We're actually out of rails.
Yeah, we've been running a lot of rails. That's what I mean. Like, this is why I said today we're going to be trying to do the other things. Alright, so this is this one. Bonk. Alright. Go forward. And we will start loading these bad boys up. And... stop. Yeah, I don't know if these are going to be 3. It might be 5, but yeah, these are definitely taking up like the whole thing of the.
They look like they're heavy.
Oh, I guarantee they're heavy. It's just iron. It's just raw iron.
They look really heavy. Heavier than rails, and those are fucking heavy.
Oh, we're gonna get 3 per.
That's it?
Yeah, only 3. That's what I figured. They're kind of like beams, so they're not gonna be that heavy. Yeah, each one of these is gonna be about 10,000 pounds. Go ahead and go forward. So we'll have 150,000 pounds. I guarantee one of these locos could probably pull this up that hill. And if that's the case, we'll see. But I'm fairly confident we can pull it up there with one train. And if you can pull it up with one train without me firing up the other one, I'll disconnect the other train and start doing other things. And we could be doing multiple things at one time, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Making the money!
Well, it kind of seems like this needs to be restocked with
iron.
I think it's cordwood that's holding us up.
Nah, cordwood we literally just filled up like 2 streams ago.
Oh, I didn't.
I did. Yeah, I filled it with Betsy.
Okay.
Alright, you can go ahead and go forward.
What program was that? I was monitoring my CPU temp. That's AMD Master Ryzen program. It's AMD's program for the CPU. I'll show it to you again in just a second.
And stop.
Now this is their program that AMD actually supports. And this is the basic view.
Go forward a little bit further. They just stacked like one of them on that one. I don't know why. Alright, you can stop. Yeah, it just kind of goobered us. Yo, DMD, welcome to the Sparshoots, my dude. Thank you for becoming the newest member on the channel. Appreciate you. Alright, you can go forward. And stop. Yeah, this is a PC game, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't see your question until just now, Wine. But yeah, they have talked about possibly porting it to console at some point, but it'll be down the road. It'll be quite a ways down the road. But it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Hopefully it does.
Go ahead and pull forward.
It does make it to console, because I think that would be their money winner. Console. There's so many console people that would love to play this game. Think about how popular Train Sim is on console.
And stop.
Fire in your loco back here.
See, Chris, that's where I differ in most Shimas. Like, I build for straight up ninja-ness, and I get up close and personal with my Shima. Like, I'm the last guy that you want to run into in a Shima. I am also not afraid to get into a freaking gunfight in my Shima. A lot of people don't use their guns. I will absolutely start using my guns. Go ahead, go forward.
I still don't understand why you don't put Sims on there for an extra 3K. health.
Because I like being able to stealth grab people. You know how many people I catch off guard because they can't freaking see me? I can spot them from 5.3, 5.4, and I'm just sitting there spotting them.
That's the thing.
I get to dictate the engagements.
But since they nerfed Swarovski, like,
Keep going.
you can still have, instead of a 5.0, you can have a,
Keep going.
instead of your 5.0 concealment, which is what you have, right? 5.0?
Yeah.
You have a 5.1.
And stop.
Like, mine's 5.1. You know?
I don't know if mine's 5.0 or if it's 4.8. I think it's 4.8. But yeah. Like, but that's the whole point. Like, I like to be able to dictate the engagements. The amount of times that I've been able to outspot every enemy DD that I've come up against is just, it's invaluable. Plus, I suck at long-range torps. If I can get within 4.8 kilometers of you and drop 15 demon fish into you, guess what? Good luck dodging. Even I can hit that. Alright, you can go ahead and go forward. 3 more cars. Have a good night, Gaza. Or have a good day, I should say. You can tell I'm used to playing this at night. And stop. So yeah, we'll see if you can get up this with one engine, and then if you can, then we'll pull the other engine off because we really don't need 2 engines on it, which is good to know.
We'll see. It's a lot of weight.
It's 150,000 pounds. And the 4% section is very short. It's like, it's not a huge chunk.
I'll need to get a run at it.
Alright, go ahead and go forward. And stop. Is the switch in front of you already set for you to go on the inside loop?
Yes, it is. We're
Okay.
ready to go.
Sweet. Sweet. So this will be
Accelerating
45, so we can take 2 trips of iron.
Okay.
I say that as we drop this off, it'll actually end up using more of this. How many are left here? I didn't look at that. How many? We've got 55 of these left, so we could go with another full load of iron. All right, go ahead and head on out. I'm gonna double check your switches on the other side here. I know you're set there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this the best I can. Try and.
This one needs to be over there. This one's set properly. Alright, you should be good. I'll get up here and get ready to flip the switch back.
I'm gonna have to pour the fucking gas on it.
Yeah, well, the guns on the Shima's pretty good too. They just have a slow fire rate. Like, my Shima has no trouble hitting other DDs for 3,200 damage a shot. Like, it's no joke.
Well, dispersion willing.
The dispersion's
Also
usually
hit.
pretty good on my Shima too. Like I said, I usually, when I get into a gunfight with other DDs, I hit them for around 3 to 3,200 per salvo. It's just that they're slow reload.
Fukushima does not consistently hit for 3,200. And I don't think I can make it up this.
Give her the beans.
He's had it. I'm not making it up.
Alright. Well, that's good news to know.
Now,
Wait,
if-
you're still
hold on.
moving.
If you let me back down,
No, you're fine.
and no, if I back down and got a run at it, dude, I didn't have any fucking power going up into the start of the hill. So like, throw that other switch back there and let me back up straight so I can go full power and like actually get a run at it. You see what I'm saying?
The other thing you gotta think of is you're actually pulling an extra dead weight of an engine. Like, if you were without this other engine, there's a good chance you actually do make it up that. Because you were almost off the 4% section.
Wish I could see the end of the train.
I just don't know why you're backing all the way down. I could have given
I have
you.
100% brake on, dude. I've had 100% brake on for like a year.
All right, well, go forward.
Give her some push. But 100% speed. Makes it without any problem.
All right, I'm gonna back down the red to 50%. I just put it back up to 100 because it sounded like we were slowing down.
Split the 50 to see what it would do. I mean, kind of the equivalent of just having one. Making it now, though. Probably go back to idle.
Gets a lot quieter, that's for sure.
Yes, it does. Dramatically quieter.
We have all 15 cars accounted for.
That question was going to come up pretty soon. Because I can't see them. Ah, it hurts to smile.
I'm officially standing at the back.
Oh. My face.
I mean, to each their own, Chris. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I love all of the DDs, really. But there's just something to say about the Shima's ability to just absolutely devastate a team.
Yeah, it's broken.
Go Away has subscribed. Appreciate you, my dude. Welcome to the Spartan Army / Navy / Corps of Engineers. We out here doing things. Also, what do you guys think of the stream? Like, is it looking good? It looks like it's running at a decent frame rate and everything. That's 2 streams in a row we've managed to get good frames on the stream. Like, I'm liking this new CPU a lot. A lot. I'm going to have to start streaming more PC games now.
What did it cost you?
A lot. It was $586, I believe.
What?
Yeah. Computer components are expensive as crap. Also, there's a nasty kink right there. It is an i9.
Oh, I thought you got an i7.
No, I had an i7. I upgraded to an i9 9900K.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. It's the best CPU that I could put into the current the socket that is on my current motherboard.
God.
If I wanted to upgrade further, I'd have to upgrade my motherboard, and I didn't want to do that.
Gotcha.
God, it's nice and peaceful riding on the trail car. Huh.
I know.
Just soothing sounds of the music and all the things.
The track noise.
Yeah, track noise.
What happened to my face? Like 220 rounds of shotgun ammo, dude. 12 gauge. Shot like 8 boxes of rounds yesterday.
That's expensive.
I didn't pay for it.
That's the best kind.
Why do you think I shot so many?
Dude, I went to look for some shells for my 20 gauge that I had, and I was like, dude, first of all, there are none, and then second of all, like, even if you look up like places that are selling them, they want so much for them. It's like, it just isn't worth it. Of course, then I found out that I don't actually have a 20 gauge anymore because my cousin who was on drugs stole it. Sold it. It's great. Nothing like losing family heirlooms to fucking junkies. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
Pawn shop. A bunch of them at pawn shops. Go buy you a shotgun.
Yeah, but it's different. Like, it was the one that was handed down to me from my grandfather. You know what I mean?
Single shot?
It was an 8. It was a Mossberg 8 shot, I believe. I want to say it had 8. 7 or 8. I think it was 8 though.
Shells are coming back in stock though.
That's the 20 gauge that I was looking for, man. I couldn't find any 20 gauge shells. I went to like 3 or 4 different places. I went to Walmart. I went to Outdoor Adventures. I went to fucking a couple places that are local. Just nobody had shit.
People are still buying them, but they're coming back in stock though.
Oh shit, we're going the wrong way. It's fine. We're already set up on the rail to go through that way anyways. Except we flipped that one switch back.
I know.
I'll run grab it. Let me flip.
Run, boy, run!
Let me flip this bullshit before I forget. You're gonna beat me to it, I guarantee it. If you're able to maintain this pace, like you're gonna beat me to that switch 100%, because you are fucking cooking. You're already going past the freight depot. Trains are my very first love, Soviet. Oh, nice. You should get this game, dude. You got a PC. It's a lot of fun, man.
Amazing amount of fun.
You have like 6 to 8 Lionel train engines in your storage. Dude, this is the best kind. Like you buy this for what is it? I think it's $40. It's like $38. You buy this game, you don't have to have those, and you don't take up all the room of the like train sets in your like wherever you're having it. You said storage.
One day, dude, I will have a train that runs around the top of one of the rooms. One day.
That shit's expensive though, man.
It just goes in. Like,
If you get a like, you can get cheap ones obviously, but like to get a good like model train set, like
very expensive.
they're expensive as hell.
Very expensive. And the
My
trains
grandpa
are-
had all of them. My grandpa had an entire basement full of like like old school trains. Lionel, he had.
I think one of them's worth quite a bit of money now. It's like vintage now. It's very nice.
Do 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 do. Boop ba doop ba doop boo.
One of them you could even put, you could fill it up with oil, and it would chug, and it would shoot steam out of the top,
Yeah.
the exhaust. Very expensive. Worth it. Have you seen those guys that they turn their whole backyard? They have like a 2, 3, 4, 5 acre backyard, 10 acre, and they buy the trains that you can ride on, and they build tracks through their gardens and through their whole backyard and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that. I also seen like my uncle. He had a riding mower that he converted into looking like a train, and he would pull like multiple little train cars. And he did that, and he used to take that to the. There's some sort of like train convention or steam convention here in Ohio. I don't know where it's at. I don't know when it happens, but I remember going there as a kid one time, and it was amazing. See all the steam tractors and trains and steam engines driving various types of equipment.
I think every true nerd would love to have a ride-on train in their backyard.
Big ass floppy belts that they just attach to a random steam engine to drive whatever the hell they want to drive. Also, you left me behind. Just throwing that out there. You totally just left me. I went to flip this switch back so that we would go down the right side of the track, and you just took off.
I didn't know.
It's alright, I'll meet you over at the place. But you will definitely beat me there by about 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean pheasant for lunch.
Pheasant?
Pheasant.
I didn't know that was
Shot a
allowed.
650 pheasant yesterday.
I didn't know that was
Shot a
allowed.
pheasant.
Like, I think they're endangered here in Ohio.
Have you heard of Kansas? It's like fucking.
Like for real, I think that
Well,
pheasant's technically endangered here in Ohio. I don't think we're allowed to hunt them.
It's because they're not supposed to be there.
What do you
They're not
mean?
supposed to be in
They
North
used
America.
they used to be here, but they got a like some sort of disease or something that killed off a bunch of them back in like the 70s. My dad talks
No.
about it.
I don't think. I bet you I know exactly what it was. 'Cause it's the same thing that killed off the quail here in the 70s.
Maybe it was the blizzard. I don't know, but
Well, a blizzard, because they live in South Dakota.
I don't know.
So,
All I know is my dad talks about it all the time. He's like, I used to hunt them as a kid, but now you can't even see them. You can't even find any.
federal regulations and the dropping of fur. Like people stop buying fur, which people then stop trapping. So my dad was talking about it yesterday, and he said in the 70s, a bobcat pelt. would
Oh
go
my
for
God! I
$100.
caught you.
I'm going 30%.
Hi,
But
Peek. Like that was so perfectly placed. And the fact that I literally just caught you at this moment is hilarious.
They would trap bobcats for $100 a pelt, which is like $300 or $400 today. So if you think about it, A guy could trap 4 or 5 bobcats a month and live off that. That's how much pelts were worth. Well, when people stopped trapping for the pelts, that increased the number of predators dramatically.
We have bobcats here in Ohio. We also have some cougars, but they're pretty rare. A lot of people say that the cougars don't exist in Ohio, but they're wrong. I've personally seen them. We actually have trail cams and shit in my area that I grew up in that have caught them. And yet people still say that they don't exist in Ohio, but they're fucking lying. Also, holy shit! Look at all the fucking lumber stacked up.
You didn't see that when you were stacking it?
No, I wasn't paying attention. That looks pretty sick.
The other thing is the feds stepped in, and the feds put they put regulations on hogs, and they made it illegal to shoot hogs.
All right, start slowing down there, big fella. I think you just completely blew through the stop here.
I didn't know it was here. I thought it was on the other side.
No, it's always this side. This is the drop off, and that's the pickup side. Back it up. Reverse, reverse. Peek! Wake up! Stop the train!
Yeah, that
great.
was right there.
Alright, go forward. I mean, it should start as soon as we get enough of these unloaded. Like, it should actually start doing the thing.
Like, we had quail here in like mass abundance, and then with bobcat numbers going up, and then with the red-tailed hawks, the chicken hawks, you used to like never really see them, and now there's just fucking hawks everywhere. Hawks kill. They kill a lot of shit.
Do you guys have a lot of eagles down there?
Yeah, we do actually. Bald eagles.
We've got bald eagles. We've got golden eagles. A lot of them up here.
We don't have golden. We got a lot of bald eagles.
I didn't know we had golden eagles in Ohio either until I saw one. I was like, holy shit, that's a golden eagle. It just caught me completely off guard. I didn't know they existed in Ohio. But it's pretty awesome, man. To see an eagle up close, like, that is terrifying shit. That's a fucking dinosaur. I don't care what anybody says.
Shit,
That's
so
a
are
big-ass
herrings.
bird.
Herrings and pelicans, dude.
Herrings are big, too. We got a bunch of the blue herrings up here.
Pelicans, those are fucking dinosaurs, dude. Cannot convince me otherwise.
I don't see any pelicans where I'm at.
Fucking, those are goddamn dinosaurs. They're huge. They make terrible noises.
You know what else is a huge bird that you just don't think about? Turkeys and buzzards.
Turkeys don't seem like dinosaurs. Pelicans, herrings.
The
dinosaurs.
turkey's a big-ass fucking bird, though, man. You ever seen that thing fly up into a tree?
I've
See a
hunted them.
20-pound fucking wild turkey fly up into the tree?
I've hunted turkey. No.
They're nuts.
Shot turkey.
And then the buzzards are ridiculous, too.
Wild turkey is 10,000 times better than anything you can buy in the store, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Are we good?
Yeah. I've already flipped the switch for you to come out. So let's go see what we've making. We should be making stuff right now. We should have some tools over here, some pipes made up.
Yeah, I see them.
Hell yeah. We're already up to 20 pipes, man. Probably 20 tools as well.
80 tools.
80 tools. Good lord. We're about full up on tools.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Back we go. Let's go grab another load of rails. You should be lined all the way through. Yeah, we got a bunch of birds here in Ohio, man. We literally got everything, especially where I grew up, because I grew up in the only national forest in Ohio. So like we've got everything. We've got the hawks, we've got the freaking eagles, we've got just any type of bird you can think of. All the songbirds.
All birds are technically dinosaurs. Yeah, but some are way more dinosaur-y.
Yeah.
They look at you and you go like, oh, what the fuck? Herons, pelicans.
Like seeing video of a fucking golden eagle snatching a goat off the side of a fucking cliff. I wouldn't want to fight one of them fuckers.
I thought golden eagles live in the mountains. Bald eagles, I can understand living anywhere there's a river.
You can look it up, man. I had to look it up because I was like, that does not look like a bald eagle. Like, I thought maybe it was a female bald eagle because they don't like look like a normal bald eagle. They're kind of brownish. But no, it was 100% a golden eagle, and they do exist in Ohio.
They're young bald eagles they don't have white heads. But males and females look the same when they're older.
I thought female bald eagles didn't have the crest.
No, they both have white heads. It just takes them years to develop it. I'm pretty sure. Don't they live for like 25 years though? 20 years?
Yeah, they live a long time. Yeah, 20 years.
Takes them, I think, 4 or
Dude,
5 years.
they can go from 75 to 99 miles an hour while diving.
Yeah, well, they're fucking lead weight with wings. Dude, we oughta... Well, it's too late now. When we come through here, dude, let's chop some trees. They need to put a lock camera in here so badly, dude. I need to find out how to find this show. I got a show for you to watch, but it's not on Netflix anymore.
What show is that?
I gotta think of the name. Okay. It's called Hell on Wheels.
Okay.
I'm looking up how to watch it.
What's it about?
Oh, you like this game? You love that fucking show. It's so good. So, it follows a guy that comes back from the Civil War. And he comes home and he finds out his wife and kid were murdered. Like, right before he got there. And so the whole show, he's trying to hunt down his wife and daughter's murderer. But in doing so, he ends up going to work for, is it the Pacific Union Railroad? The Continental Railroad. He ends up going to work for them because he needs work to try and, live while he's trying to track down this murderer, right?
Okay.
And the whole show spends the time connecting the old railroad, making all the towns like Omaha and stuff, connecting it to the railroad coming through the mountains. That's the whole show. And it's like 7 seasons, something like that. It's so good. It's done by AMC. At the same time, they were doing The Walking Dead, so they put a ton of money into the show. Everything is top notch, super high quality. It's 5 seasons.
Yeah, turkeys are badass too. Like, I've got guys talking about turkeys in the chat, but turkeys are badass. You go to hunt turkeys, you better have a friggin' turkey load. I thought that I could use, you know, just what I had, which was 6-shot for, like, rabbit hunting. No. I shot the turkey, he just looked at me and flew away. I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. That's why they have a special load for turkeys called turkey shot, which is 4-shot. Which I didn't know at the time.
I don't want to tell you anything on stream, but you don't have to do any of that.
Don't have to do any, what, just 4-shot?
Yeah.
What do? Shoot them in the head?
Like I said, I'll tell you off stream.
Oh, are you doing something illegal?
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Peaks illegal. Confirmed. Guilty by denial.
Voodoo, Spectrum TV, Apple TV, Roku.
I have Spectrum.
Well, see, log into your Spectrum app and see if you can look up Hell on Wheels.
Well, I don't have, like, the app thing. Well, I guess I technically do. But I usually just watch it on TV. So. Kind of need my TV at the moment for, you know, the little thing called Railroads Online and streaming.
Let me see if there's an AMC app, if I can, like, log into it or something.
Yeah, only right. Peak is illegal confirmed. Straight up. You heard it here
AMC
first.
TV. I've never done anything illegal in my life.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe you.
Put that up there.
Literally don't believe you. Period.
Wow, AMC Plus.
I think you have a hard time going a single day without doing something illegal. Peaks like...
Does anyone have the AMC app? Can you guys, like, get on there and find out for me if we can watch this shit? I would love to watch it again. I would love to watch it again. It's so good, dude.
I don't
It's
watch a whole
seriously
lot of stuff. As we've already seen with the whole Netflix thing. I fell in love with Lucifer, I'm not gonna lie. That freaking show was amazing. And for a show to keep my attention for that long is pretty freaking impressive. Because even Breaking Bad couldn't do it. Like, Breaking Bad, I got through 2 seasons. I'm bored with that shit. Like, I just gave up.
Yeah, see, I could never get into Breaking Bad.
Like, it was alright at first, but it just got too repetitive. It was like, kind of dumb. But like Lucifer, man, that show was so good. All the way through. Like, it was funny as hell. It was entertaining to watch. Like, it was just good. That was a really good TV show.
This app is so stupid. I can't even, like, look up a show. No wonder it's got 0 fucking stars.
Felt like we're going a little fast, Peak. Our cars are starting to do some weeble wobbles. Back here staring at the cars and they're just weeble wobbling into the freaking corner. You should be lined to go straight around and come back up the other direction. And I'll flip the switch when we go through it.
AMC Plus. With 1.5 stars on the App Store.
Yeah, Captain, I bet you do have all the wild critters, man. We have some bear here, but it's usually just black bears.
Dude, we have, so listen to this. My state's crazy. Because we're not just a one biome. We have every fucking biome.
So do we.
We have mountains.
Yeah.
We have desert. We have rainforest. We have swamp.
Yeah, we have swamp. We have forest. We have the foothills of the Appalachian.
We have a section of state that is like swampland, 20 feet, 30 feet over sea level. Like, we've got alligators, we've got elk, we've got bear, deer, mule deer, pronghorn. We even have octopus, dude. My state's fucking wild. We have freshwater fucking octopus. Where have you ever heard that before in your life? I didn't even know that was a thing, dude. I had to look it up.
It makes two of us. Alright. Switch is flipped to go back the other direction, so I'll meet you at the loader.
What do we have to do? Deliver at the coal mine? We're not going to the coal mine.
Nope. We're not delivering to the coal mine. We're going right back to the ironworks.
Grabbing some steel.
The Summit River Smelter, baby. And S&P Mountain Co. servicing.
Servicing your towns and your wives.
Yeah, turkeys here are the same way, man. We got so many fucking turkeys, it's ridiculous. That and geese. Oh my god.
Everyone has geese. Put up a fucking net, keep them in Canada. Fuck geese.
Alright, and stop. Might have to reverse.
I live in Illinois. We have Chicago.
You gonna reverse? There it goes.
Yeah.
Alright. That should be good.
Take me a minute.
Just let this crane smack me in the face. What could go wrong?
Good morning, Tex. Oh my god, Tex is no longer green.
Rip. What up, Grant? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping by. Yeah, geese suck. I think everybody can agree. Go ahead, go forward. I think everybody can agree that geese are absolutely awful.
Aardvark protecting us to the ironworks.
Fucking full-on gangster geese, too, man.
So we're filling up the ironworks.
And stop.
Dude, we haven't filled up the water in these trains in so
And they're
long.
still full.
I know.
And we're running on, like, the hardest difficulty of everything.
Recently started playing and have not got that far. Well, we have 130 hours roughly in this map. Roughly. So.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, man. And every time you think that you're done, you find other spots that you need to go back and redo. Go ahead, go forward.
We've redone, what, probably 90% of everything we've done.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Every time we learn something new, we start going back through and redoing everything. And stop. I'm just glad that this game, even as you know, early access it is, like they have already changed so much with the game in the short amount of time that we've been playing it, and made everything so much nicer. Like from the trains not derailing all the freaking time to ghost rocks and stuff, trees randomly spawning in your tracks. Like, think of all of the little quality of life things, all of the bridge things that we've had to learn, the track laying techniques. Go forward. Like, there's been so many things that we've had to learn, and that they've fixed.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is they've made a lot of patches to some of the things that were wrong with the game, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Like, I remember when firewood wasn't a thing.
Yep.
Keep going. I don't know why you're stopping.
Well, it's a combination of going uphill, train getting heavier.
And stop.
Yeah, it's a time sump for sure, Aardvark. You should try Eastern Kentucky, a bit more southern than Spartan. Spartan's not even southern; he's northern.
Yeah, Kentucky's only like 4 or 5 hours away.
Spartan's a fucking Yankee, dude.
Damn right.
Fucking Yank!
We won the war, damn it.
You oughta, like... Oklahoma's a sweet place.
Go forward. Like I said, I would love to come down there, especially during storm season. Like, because
Yeah.
I am a storm addict. Like, I love
That's
storms.
fun, dude. It's
Like,
fun.
I've wanted to do, like, you know how they have those, like, storm chaser tours and shit? Like, I've thought about doing that.
No.
I'm just a broke bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Reed Timmer and them, right?
Yeah.
Well, they offer some of that. Go ahead and stop. They offer, like, through TVN, they offer, like, fucking storm tours. Where you go with a storm chaser. You may not be with Reed Timmer, but you'll go with, like, a storm chaser and fucking spend, like, 3 or 4 days chasing storms.
Ocean, volcanoes, desert, forest. I don't think we have volcanoes. I'm trying to think, and I don't think we
I get earthquakes. Not
Oh,
very
we
many,
have
and they're pretty
so
weak.
many earthquakes. So many fucking earthquakes. I get daily notifications.
Go ahead and go forward.
You get. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and look. Curiosity killed the cat. Are we gonna get moving? We're moving very slowly. Where's my earthquake app?
Yeah,
Looking
ge-
at it.
geese don't fuck around, man. Like I said, full-on gangster geese. You guys wanna run into some gangster geese? Go to Dayton, Ohio. Good God. And stop.
Actually, the only 2 earthquakes around me in the last 24 hours came from the New Madrid. That's scary.
Dude, if we get another East Coast earthquake, like the big one's supposed to happen, like, I don't know if you've ever read any of the stories about the East Coast earthquakes, like the big ones. Shit that's fucking biblical. I mean, fucking Mississippi River running backwards and shit. Like, full on, like,
That wasn't
biblical
that was
horseshit.
East Coast, bro. That
Huh?
was the New Madrid.
Go forward.
That was the new.
Yeah, but it's still the eastern half of the fucking U.S.
It's in the
Go forward.
middle.
Go forward!
It's fucking. I'm trying, dude.
Argue with me.
Heavy ass train. Yeah, but you're literally talking about the new Magic seismic zone,
Whatever.
and I know all about it.
Fucking sand geysers and Mississippi River running backwards.
Earthquakes are like my hobby. Earthquakes, geology.
You need to keep going.
I'm slowly creeping.
It looks like you're slowing down.
Probably just the lead lag in the cars.
Alright, stop.
It's like the panhandle of Texas has had a 3-4, a 3-3. That's really weird. We haven't had anything here in 24 hours. It's rare.
Check the seismic activity in Ohio lately. Haven't heard of anything major.
I don't know how far back I can go.
Alright, go forward. This is the last car that'll be getting loaded, by the way. So I only need you to go forward like one car.
70%. We're moving now.
And stop.
So I can actually, I found it. So I can check. I'll look back the 1 month.
We get a bunch of smaller ones. Usually a bigger earthquake will make the news. Most of ours are tiny though.
About the month of March. Will it pull that up?
Alright. We are good to go. I'm running up there to give you some power.
Yeah, this is 100% takeoff right here. I need some more mustard, Colonel.
I'm putting some fire in her right now.
Slam on the gas. We need it. There we go.
Well, you can tell when I give her the throttle, huh?
Yeah. Pulling up too many results. I never even knew I had this feature before. It's pretty sweet.
Crap.
so much quieter with that engine off. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, we had one that was relatively close by a few years back. It was down in Nelsonville. Broke some windows and stuff. But most of the ones that we get here in Ohio are pretty small. Usually like 1 to 2s. But I think the one from Nelsonville a few years back was like level 4 or something like that.
You have fracking in your area?
I'm sure we do.
Yeah, that's probably what they all are, just fracking earthquakes. It's mostly what we get, but we sit on the edge of the North American Craton here. So when there's a lot of earthquakes out west, that energy goes south into Mexico. It also comes across the Rockies into Texas, up to us, and then over to the New Magic seismic center. The reason New Magic exists is because the Mississippi has put a lot of weight on the crust right there. When that energy goes to transfer, the crust is broken. The plate can really shift, but it just has to reposition every now and then.
What up, Trider? Appreciate you dropping in, man. Also, Reed, how's it going? Yeah, geese don't play around, man. I don't know what it is about that particular bird that just says, I will fuck you up. But they do not play around. I've never seen any other type of bird that acts the way geese do. Like geese just, they don't give a crap. They will come after you.
You just gotta stand up to geese, dude. Geese come at you, you go right back at them.
Yeah.
They figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't let them bully.
Then you end up in a YouTube video like the Asian guy.
I'll beat the flying fuck out of the goose, dude.
Yeah. They just keep coming though. You get a whole gaggle of geese after you. That'd be hilarious.
A few years back, there was this swimming area, and I was fishing, and I went to go fish on the other side of the swimming area because I was just going down the bank. And there was 2 geese, and they started chasing all the kids in the swimming area. They chased them out of the water. And then the geese saw me, and they came over to me, and I had a fishing pole in my hand. And this goose was trying to back me down. And I started swatting at it. And I backed up, and it got up on shore, and I chased that motherfucker, and I whacked him in the back with a fishing pole. He got the message. He left. He went to the other side of the creek.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Peak abuses Canadian geese.
That's all it is, dude. You just can't let them push you around. They think they're big and bad, but they're not. They're definitely
Just gotta give them some maple syrup, you know.
just fucking whack them on the head with something. Fuck you, goose.
I never knew you were so angry at geese, man.
Who likes geese, dude?
Nobody.
What other animal will walk out in the middle of traffic and everyone will stop for them?
Deer.
Bullshit. Deer get smoked.
Yeah, they do get smoked, but if they're in town, people stop. But on the highway, absolutely.
Fucking geese are so bold, dude.
I ever tell you the story of me going? I was coming back from my girlfriend's house down in Coolville, right after high school, and I was in my 1976 Plymouth Duster. Right, we're on the highway just south of Athens, and a flock of freaking what do you call them? Little finches. You know those bright blue and yellow bastards? Little tiny birds. A flock of them, like hundreds of these things, just flew right in front of me. It looked like a freaking war zone when I went through that shit at 70 plus miles an hour. There's just feathers everywhere, man. You look back, they were just raining from the sky. It was awful. I had birds in my grill. It was everywhere. It was like a confetti explosion.
Grab him by the neck and eat him. Yeah, Jason, I've never gone goose hunting. I don't know why I didn't. I don't even know that I want to eat them, dude. They're a fucking nasty bird. I'm sure you can cook them.
I was gonna say their eggs are pretty good. You ever had goose eggs?
No.
My aunt used to have geese. She had 2 of them, and she got eggs from them. That's how I know. Pretty good. They're a lot bigger than chicken eggs.
Spartan is a murderer, confirmed. Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Eats baby geese. Doesn't even let them grow up and shoot 'em like a real man. Eats them in the egg.
You don't eat eggs?
Of course I do. You just admitted to killing baby geese inside their eggs.
And you just admitted to beating like geese just upside the head with a fishing pole. Like,
Fuck yeah, I will. I'll beat
like,
the fuck out of you.
one of these things is not like the other. What up, DJin? Welcome, my dude.
Geese don't understand their order on the pecking order. They don't. They think they're up here. They're down here.
Well, here's the thing, like,
You gotta show them that
geese
you're
are
up here, they're
assholes.
down here.
Trider just mentioned, he said, you talk about geese, yet you really weren't bothered by showing snakes inside your house. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the thing. Geese are asshole. Snakes just trying to get by. Like, they don't fuck with you. It just happens that they end up in your house, especially when you live in the middle of the swamp. Like, snakes are just a reality when you live in the middle of the swamp, man. And the ones that I was showing in the house were just water snakes. It's not like they're poisonous. They're just obnoxious because they end up in your house. Ain't nothing you can do about it. My dad's house is like 100+ years old. My family bought the property back in 1958, which was the year my dad was born.
Geese hate stream. Listen, elect me supreme dictator. I'm putting a fucking net across the Canadian border. No more Canadian geese. Canadians, you get to keep your fucking geese. Day 1, the net construction begins.
We're gonna build a net and we're gonna make Canada pay for it. Oh.
Keep your fucking Canadian geese on your side of the border.
I don't think we can call them Canadian geese anymore. I think they spend more time in fucking U.S. than they do in Canada anyway. I mean, who wants to be in Canada?
Dude,
This
if
is
I'm
the moment
elected-
that Khan drops in the stream. What are you guys talking shit about Canada for? Doesn't everybody?
Year-round geese season. Just like coyotes and other predators. Year-round.
You tip your hat. Well, I mean, you just got to do it, man. It's either that or you leave them in your house. Which would you rather have? Personally, I'd rather get them the fuck out of my house. Best part is when you're laying in your bed at night and you hear the big ass snake in the fucking roof slithering across the top of your ceiling.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Like you can hear it. There's a big ass snake up there. But there ain't nothing you can do about it until he shows himself in the fucking main part of the house and you can grab a hold of him. Get him out. And they bite you too. They may not be poisonous, but they still bite. Alrighty. I'll flip the switch when you go through it. I'd probably want to nuke the house. Yeah. Well, the other thing we get out there in the middle of nowhere is spiders, man. God darn. There's just so many freaking spiders. Spiders of every kind. Poisonous spiders. Well, technically all spiders are poisonous, but like the really bad ones, like the brown recluses. We get those. Get a lot of big fat spiders. Bunch of grass spiders, wolf spiders, all the things. 7 bajillion different types of spiders in your house. Ugh. Black widows. We got all of them. Only thing worse than the spiders is the fucking ladybugs. I swear to God, if I ever... I hate ladybugs. Ladybugs are literally the nastiest fucking bugs on the planet.
What?
Ladybugs.
Why?
Clearly, you don't have ladybugs like we do.
Yeah, we've got lots of ladybugs.
That shit
like,
will fucking, in like certain points of the year, ladybugs will literally cover the fucking outsides of your house because there's so many of them. They're fucking stinky, nasty motherfuckers, and they just get everywhere because they want to come in for the fucking winter. So then they end up in your house, and you gotta vacuum all of the fuckers up. Hate them. Ladybugs can suck it.
Huh.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I've never had that big of a problem with ladybugs before.
Yeah. You know what our state insect is? Fucking ladybug. It's like a slap in the...
Imagine living in Ohio. God. Must be rough.
Yeah. State bird's a cardinal. State fruit is a fucking tomato. We do have some nice tomatoes, though.
Martin vs. Ladybugs 2022. Is that gonna be on pay-per-view? Can I catch that fight?
Hey, you want to slow down, bud? You're going a little fast.
I mean, speed I was going a minute ago.
No, you get faster as you like go.
This must be on a downhill grade then.
Like, you did the same thing last time. Like you were just cruising at one speed, and all of a sudden the cars start going by much faster. It's like, slow down. It's a small little dock.
I don't know if
It's pretty flat,
it has to be on a downhill grade.
but it's
Like,
not.
it wouldn't be. How am I accelerating?
I don't know, but it's not on a downhill grade. You see, it's on a pretty flat grade. Like this whole area is flat.
Do you think you're taking the weight off the train that's increasing the cruise speed?
Could be if you're like still giving it power.
No, 0%. Just coasting.
Alrighty, folks, we did it. We did the thing. Let's go over here and look and see what we got. Because we are completely out of wood again.
Check your money.
I'll do that too. We've got pipes over here that we need to pick up. We got tools. We are completely full on tools, so that's cool. I have a whopping $6,900. All right.
So the question is, what should I do?
I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and disconnect engine 43. And we will have engine 43 pick up some new cars. I don't know how many of these can, or how many of these take, but they're $950 a piece.
Oh, your train's leaving you.
Copy. I'm on. Alright. Locomotive, flat cars. No, we want boxcar number 3. And number 4. Throw some wood in the fire.
If you're gonna stop at the yard,
Yeah.
Will you flip it so I can go through?
Yeah, I'll flip everything on the way. You want to pick up some lumber again?
Where?
At the sawmill?
Oh, just pick up just lumber?
Yeah, just the lumber, like we did earlier.
Can be done.
And then I will. And then what we'll do is that should allow us to finish getting all of the pipes, and then we'll grab the log cars and grab some pipes, and I will grab the box cars and grab the tools. I'll probably do the box cars to grab the tools, and then go grab the pipes and deliver both of those to the oil field.
Okay. I might have to make a run to the logging camp with the flat cars. I don't know. I need to check it.
Didn't you just fill up the sawmill?
Yeah, but we hauled a lot of wood.
True.
We hauled a fuck ton of wood, so I don't know. So it's 7 cars to fill up the wood. Right? 7 cars.
It can hold 60, right?
50.
50.
50.
So yeah, and there's 6 per.
Or is it 7? 6 times 6 is 36.
Right.
42.
Yeah, it's 7.
7. Unless you added another one, that'd be 8.
48. Yeah, so it'd be 8.
48.
You can do 8. So you could grab some wood and then go grab some more iron. Could grab like 8 cars of wood and then iron.
I'm wondering if I should rebuild that 4-degree section so one train can run that.
I think you probably could run that. If you just get a run for it, I bet you probably could. You were pulling the dead weight of another locomotive too. Like that's like 100,000 pounds. Like it's basically doubling your load. All right, I gotta slow down.
What's up, Gammo?
Flip this switch.
Are there passenger cars in this game?
Not yet.
Not yet, but there will be. There's going to be passenger cars, mail cars. There's going to be so many things. Oh shit, you haven't gone through here yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to slow down a little bit there, buddy boy. All right, you're good.
You're gonna catch your train.
My train is actually running away from me right now.
Yikes.
I thought that I slowed it down enough, but apparently I was wrong.
Oh my god, it's gone. It's gone.
It's alright, I'll catch it.
I'm gonna stop it here and I want to see if you catch it. I don't think you're catching it.
Oh, I'll catch it. It's gonna go around the loop, so I will catch it. Fastest way to a thing is in a straight line, right? Taking an angle like a linebacker right now. Bonk. All aboard. Full brakes. Look at that fucking timing, though. Doesn't get much closer than that.
It's close. It's close.
So 12% reg a little too high, clearly. When you're an empty train.
12% will equal full speed.
Yeah, eventually. And it doesn't take that long, apparently.
Not with an empty train.
Here, let's throw this switch to go back into the, pick up the cars.
It was close, Aardvark. It was. Be cool if they introduced plow trains at some point. I don't have any knowledge on that.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. They've already had, like, a test for, like, the winter map.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't put it past them at
They're
all.
gonna-
I mean,
they're
they're
gonna
talking
have
about
weather
weather
and
and
day
wind
and
and
night.
yeah, day and night cycles. So, like, it's
Yeah.
all on the table.
They're trying to make it realistic. They're starting with the base game, the physics, the modeling, but that's no doubt in my mind. They're
Here's
gonna
our
make
box
it.
cars, guys. Here's a first look at the box cars.
They've already had the snow season, Tex. Yeah, that was the previous map. Well, previous update was snow.
Yeah, over the Christmas.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hook our box cars up, boys. We're all kinds of fancy now. Okay, that one's connected. That one's connected. Do these doors have to open, right? They open! This is so cool! I'm a geek. I'm totally opening all these doors on these. Every one of these cars is going to be riding around with the doors open. Dude, this is so sick. I know, I'm easily amused. But, come on. I mean, they could have easily just made these box cars just a regular box car and then you just imaginary put the things in. But that ain't the way this company does. These guys just freaking go all out every time. Every time. Alright, we're gonna go forwards. Oh, I forgot to take the brakes off.
I don't know what
Brakes.
their timetable is, but I could see this game in a year being fully released with all the stuff they want added. Oh yeah, we are low on wood, dude. We got 34 lumber here, bro.
Dude,
I'll
these
load it
box
all
cars are actually pretty legit. Not gonna lie.
You hear me? We only got 34.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and pick these cars up, and then I'll just buy some more flat cars. And I'll run that. And that way, we have pipes and tools that we can pick up on one train, you know what I mean? What am I doing? I literally just ran past the switch like a doofus.
Well, I've got almost $2 grand, so I can buy more flat cars as well.
Absolutely harmful. That's what this game, that's one of the best parts of this game, is just being nice and relaxed away from like all the ridiculousness that is World of Warships. It's just nice to relax.
Nice to see the S&P Mountain Company name stuck.
Absolutely, it must be Dr. Fat.
Good. Kingswag.
Kingswag.
Yikes, Kingswag. Imagine getting mistaken for Dr. Fat, dude. Oof.
Yeah,
Ugh,
rip.
life must be rough.
Rip.
He said, bro.
It do be like that sometimes. If that's the worst thing that's ever going to happen to you, I think you'll be okay.
Do you ever get on OBS where it says encoder overload? Does that ever happen to you?
Encoder overload or like buffer?
Encoder overload.
It usually causes issues, like, from what I've seen. Like, when I've had issues like that where it says overload, like, when it used to happen all the time when I tried to record, like, War on the Sea. Like, if I didn't lower my settings on the OBS, like, it would overload the encoder or whatever. And what would happen would, you would just end up with, like, you would have audio, but the picture would stutter, and then it would just stop. It would just stop on, like, one frame.
Like right now, it's encoding overloaded. Consider turning down, and then it goes away. It pops up for like 1 second and goes away. But it's been doing that the last couple times I've streamed, and I don't know why. It's never
Alright,
done
so
it
we've
before.
got 4 of these. How many can
But
these
now it
hold?
is.
It doesn't tell me.
I'm wondering why.
We'll just stay with 4 for now, and then we'll go with 4 of these.
Consider using a faster preset. You have 8 engines to pull your train. Seems excessive.
Okay, we got 1 there. So we don't need a link here. So we'll put a link here. Here. And here. Alright, we'll grab these and we'll have us a train.
Am I running OBS as an administrator? No, I'm not. I've never run it as administrator. Should I be? That's the question. I could also go into my power settings. I could probably give OBS priority to the CPU in case it's doing anything in the background. Just not sure.
Alright. Go hook these up.
Not prioritizing OBS. Yeah, that very likely could be the problem. I don't know. Is the stream skipping or anything like that? Because it keeps popping up.
Depends on what you're setting as your encoder. Like, are you using CPU for the encoder like I do, or are you using
I have to use a CPU.
Okay.
GPUs. Some
Is overloaded.
No,
Yeah.
it won't even use it. It's too old and too shitty.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
give
it's
me the
because
option.
you've got, yeah, I forget. You use a different computer for your thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. You're fancy.
See, that's where, like, I've thought about buying another computer. I've thought about building a computer. I just don't know what I want to do for that. I could build one. I could build one for about $500 or $600, and just do an integrated graphics card into the motherboard because it doesn't need a graphics card, and then just get a good CPU, and that would run the whole thing. Like, it would run it great.
Did we turn the brakes off on these? No, we did not. That explains why it was taking so long to speed up.
Is there a motion blur setting? No. Oh,
Yes, there is, technically. Maybe not on your other PC, but I'm saying like on the game, there's definitely motion blur. I got rid of that stuff early.
I'm looking right at it, aren't I?
Should be like towards the top.
Vertical sync blur. 50% blur.
Yeah, I would turn the motion blur down.
Turned it off completely. I mean, it doesn't look as good.
I actually prefer without the motion blur. I feel like motion blur just makes everything look weird. Like, if you ever watch your wheels...
Now. It looks way more pixelated. I'm gonna turn some on.
Alright. I have a train. It is official. Now, here's the deal. How the hell... I guess I could just pull forward, back through there, and then go that direction. I guess be the easiest way to do it. Sounds good, Spartan. Go for it. Keep in mind, I don't know how long it'll take you to get loaded and head back my way, but we will be on the same sections of track potentially, so we will have to run some sort of collision avoidance.
Well, that got rid of my... I was noticing some cutting, like the
Screen tearing because of the VSync?
screen tearing. I turned it on and I got rid of it.
Yeah, the VSync helps with screen tearing, but it also destroys your frame rate usually. That's why most people turn VSync off on literally every game ever. I'll put up with a little bit of screen tearing. I hate to drop in frames.
My shit's still running crisp.
That's fine. You got a better system than I do. But I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, most people turn VSync off on everything because screen tear isn't nearly as bad as getting 20 FPS on games that you shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, no, like I have to be running 60 FPS plus, or it drives me crazy. Yeah, this is still sputtery. I like the VSync though; it makes it look better to me. I'm gonna have to turn VSync on in other games. I've been noticing screen tearing. I didn't know that was the problem. You want me to load up the rest of this with pipe?
Huh?
With steel?
Yeah, I'd say load up the 8 cars with wood, and then load the rest with steel.
Well, now I'm kind of curious if the screen tearing had any effect on the encoder lagging. I'm curious, dude. Because it hasn't popped up since I turned VSync on. I don't know, I'm just going to watch it like a hawk and see if it does it again. It was popping up every 10 seconds. What's up, J-Whip?
Alright, let's reverse this bad boy around.
Saw Heist put up a poll on what game he should start playing more of.
Mm-hmm.
And Railroads is one of his options. And with like 5,000 votes, Railroads had it by 60%. So obviously the interest in this game is there. Oh, there's only fucking 10
Well, I mean, the dude literally works on trains. Like, he knows what he's talking about, and people like to gravitate towards that. Like, his channel's starting to grow pretty big now. I say pretty big, I mean, he's still a small channel, but his channel's growing a lot more now with Railroads and his popularity of jumping in with Khan and Dapper and those guys as a developer for this game. Like, I've actually been watching quite a few of his videos lately. Like his Derail Valley and all that.
That game looks fun, but it's single player.
Yep.
Looks like I'm gonna have to grab those, the iron cars and go grab some iron.
Like the hoppers?
Yep. Out of rails and we're out of steel. Or iron. I just hauled all these cars over here for fucking no reason.
Well, we do have more hoppers now than we used to. I'm about to go make my first pickup and delivery of the new tools and pipes. So
What
that'll
would
be
it take at the iron? Is it beams?
beams and planks to make iron.
Beams and planks. Okay. Because I assume we're probably low on iron too.
Yeah, we haven't delivered anything up there for a while. We also haven't picked up from there for a while. I don't know, there's just something about a boxcar that just looks right on a train, man. Just makes the train look more trainy. I mean, hoppers are one thing. But I don't get a whole lot of flat cars where I'm from. Like, we get tankers, we get box cars, we get hoppers, but not a whole lot of flat cars. Or state cars. Harmful says, back in my day, we were lucky to get 30 FPS and we liked it. I know those days. I do know those days, man. Back in my day, I had to actually work to play video games. When I was playing the NES, man, you had to hold your tongue in the right place. You had to take the cartridge out and shake it and blow on it and put it back in and then move it around to try to get it into the exact perfect spot that the game liked. Then you'd get some flashing colors, and if you were really lucky, you'd start to hear the music play, and then you knew you were close, so you jammed the reset button about 30 fucking times. And then all of a sudden the picture would pop up. And you were the happiest person on the planet. And it was about at that moment your mom would get pissed off and say, I'm taking the TV back. Because back then, everybody only had one TV in their house, unless you were rich. Oh, I had an Atari too back in the day. But the Atari didn't have to, it wasn't like broken like the NES was. The NES like made you work for that shit. Oh, here we go, boys. We're actually going to be picking up finished goods of pipes. Well, I say finished goods. They're not technically finished goods. We're picking up pipes and we're picking up tools to deliver to the oil field. It's going to be great. Sky, you're a young pup. If your first console was an N64, you were definitely a young pup. I say young pup. You were probably late 90s, but still.
Say that's my time frame, dude.
You're young. My first new console was an N64. Everything else was handed down. Like, I got it from my aunt when she upgraded and stuff like that. And then after the N64, I went with PlayStation 2. I had a PlayStation back then, too, so I had a PlayStation and an N64. Then I bought my own console, which was a PlayStation 2. And then I was going to go to PlayStation 3, but got tired of waiting for it, so I went for Xbox. The rest is history.
I gotta rebuild the 4-degree grade, dude.
Can't make it?
With a half-loaded train.
Rip.
It's gonna, I'm right at the end of the 4-degree. Come on, motherfucker. It's right there. Come on! Get some fucking backbone! I'm going 2 miles an hour, dude.
If you make it.
On 3. Yeah, if I had one more loaded car, I wouldn't make it, though. Oh my god, come
All right.
on.
Let's load up some tools, baby. Might have to back up here. This only has one crane.
Okay, I'm accelerating. I made it, but it's gonna have to
Which
be
car did it
rebuilt.
load it in? Oh, it loaded it in that one. Okay. So how many are we going to be able to get in? Dude, these can hold 32 per car? Holy crap. I got too many cars.
32 what? Tools?
Tools. That's a lot of tools to be putting in a single car.
Checks out.
How heavy is this going to be?
Really heavy.
Okay, it's not that heavy. 600 pounds for 3 of them, so they're roughly 200 pounds apiece. So 32 times 200 be 6,400 pounds. What up, Jacob? You're 31? I'm 35, dude. I'm old. I'll be 36 this year, September.
CPU's running at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
90%. Memory's running at 78%.
Oof. And that's obviously your other PC, right? Your streaming
Yeah.
PC? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, there's no way you got that kind of utilization out of this game on your, like, good PC.
I don't know why it would jump up to 100% if it's holding at 90.
Dude, it's crazy that we can hold 32 freaking boxes of this in here. So we're gonna get 16 and 16. It's gonna be 2 layers deep.
I'm doing 40% Celsius here. Yeah, I'm running 20% on my CPU and 34 on my GPU. This game. Nope, 60% on my GPU. 34 on my memory.
I'm streaming from this PC and running the game. I'm running 70 to 80% on GPU, and I'm running about 60% on CPU. My memory, even with you here and being the host, which means you're like using my RAM, I'm like 24% on my RAM. But I've got 64 gigabytes of Crucial 3200 RAM, so solid in the RAM department. Good old Crucial Ballistics RAM. I future-proofed it. Because originally when I had the PC built, I ended up having 16 gigabytes of RAM, which was just not enough. And I thought about going for 32, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just go for 64 and be done. I won't have to buy RAM anymore. Won't have to worry about it. Because I was maxing out my fucking RAM just doing 4K video editing. Like, it was just completely destroying it.
If I did replay stuff like you did, I was going to get into editing, then I would have gone probably higher than 32. But as somebody that's just going to game and edit occasionally, 32 should be more than enough.
Well, the size files that I use is kind of ridiculous, because I max out my quality settings for most part. So, like, I'm dealing with files that are ridiculous. A 12-minute video is like 4 gigabytes usually, or more, raw. And then I put it in, and when I edit it and then encode it, I only encoded it 20 megabytes. I don't want to say it's 20 megabits per second or something like that. So, which is still really, really good quality, or high bit rate. But it is definitely a lot smaller file, so it ends up being like 2 to 3 gigabytes finished. Yeah, this is kind of nice, just being able to sit here and like load this like this. I say that, I mean, I have to click this 32 times per car. It's a bit ridiculous. What up, Jay-Wit? How's it going, my dude? Doing good, doing good. Out here making money, doing new things for once. Love to see it. Dude, I can't wait to see how much we're gonna make out of this one train. Because we're getting into the end game stuff now. We're like getting close. We deliver this stuff, that gets the oil flowing. Once we get the oil flowing, we get the money. Because we take that oil straight over to the refinery, take the oil that's produced from the petroleum or whatever that they produce at the refinery back over to the freight depot and sell it, and you make all the money. All the money.
Right. I'm gonna load up beams, and if anything, I'll sell beams when I pass through, just for some extra cash so I can buy some more cars.
Yeah, just
I'm
keep
gonna
in
make
mind,
that-
I am right here at the ironworks at the moment, so I'm gonna be here for a little while. It takes forever to load these things.
God damn it! I gotta move 6 inches forward, man. Fuck! Hate that.
Hate that. Oh no.
I wish that was just. Oh God, I cannot stand that.
How many more we got? So we're grabbing one now. That'll be 29. So we got 3 more. 3 more, and we get our first full truck or trailer of or box car of tools.
What's up, Strange? Strange, when we playing Call of the Wild again, dude?
What up, Ryan? We are loading tools from the ironworks into our box cars, and then we're going to deliver these and the pipes from over there to the oil field.
So, do you have any idea where the CPU would just max out randomly?
I mean, you're using it for encoding, and it's on an
Right,
old
but, like,
computer,
why would
so
it run at 90%, and then it would just jump up to 100?
it just depends on what process it's working on at the moment. Like, your CPU is not going to stay at a constant rate. It's going to fluctuate, just like your GPU does. If you ever look at your utilization on even your good PC, you'll see that it fluctuates.
Yeah, so, Strange is, like, super into Call of the Wild now. I think Tuna's gonna get hooked into it, too.
Nice. I like the game, I got bored with it. Like, I played it a lot when it first came out, and it just, I don't know, just too boring. It doesn't keep my attention.
I played it a lot when it came out.
Yeah, when the game first came out to Xbox, like, I played the shit out of it. It's been out for years. Like,
I thought you played it with me for the first time.
no, I played it back in the day for a long time.
You only ever had stock guns, though.
Well, yeah, but I still, like I said, I still played it quite a bit when it first came out. Doesn't mean I got very far. Played the shit out of it, though. But like I said, I got bored with it pretty quick. Like, when I started playing it, it was early access, man. Like, they didn't have all this stuff that they have now. Like, the tech tree and all of that, where you go through your skills. Like, that didn't exist back then.
Wait, actually, I'm gonna try something. You know, there's something called streamer mode on OBS.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click it on. I want to see what it does to the stream.
Okay. Yeah, Ryan, that's the way chat goes, man. You guys gotta have your own conversations and keep yourselves entertained, because I can't always talk to you guys directly, because Peek and I generally end up talking to each other quite a bit, especially in a game like this. So it can be a little bit tough. I do try to keep an eye on it.
You turn on streamer mode.
I gotta quit yawning though. Good lord. I've been up since like 3 o'clock this morning.
Been up since 1. No, it's about 3. No, same time as you. Yeah. Went back to bed. I forgot about that. Streamer mode. How do I turn on streamer mode? I'm gonna Google that real quick. Streamer mode.
Yeah, we never know what you guys are gonna talk about in chat. And I let you guys just do whatever you want, as long as you guys keep it civil and don't go like full-on politics on me. That's about the only thing I don't like. Because it just ends up with people arguing. Pine Valley Manufacturing Company, huh?
Boom wants in on the hunting? Okay.
Yeah, you're getting everybody to hunt. You guys will have a full-on deer drive going on.
Yeah, we did that actually. We took 4-wheelers and drove all these animals on the peninsula. We probably killed like 50 or something of them. Full screen interface. I swear there's a one-click button for streamer mode.
Yeah, you guys keep it on the rails, and I'll try to do my best to not derail. I'm pretty good at that, too.
Dude, I dropped 10 points on my CPU just now.
Nice.
All I did was close. I made the window that shows the stream smaller.
Yeah.
I cut 10 points off the CPU.
Hmm.
Went from 90s to 80s, low 80s.
Nice.
That's all I have to do? I want to do that. See if it maxes the CPU. I bet it doesn't. I just gave it another 10% breathing room.
Yeah, the train puns are real. Train puns and dad jokes gets us through the stream. We've almost got our second car fully loaded. This is awful, I'm not gonna lie. 32 times per car. We gotta load this up. I can load one more full car. And then I can have a couple of extras. Alright.
I'm going to be headed to the... whatever place that is. I'm going to go to the general selling place first.
Okay, so you're going freight depot and then you're coming over to Ironworks?
Correct.
Okay. Just bear in mind that I am over here at the Ironworks. And I will be for quite some time, unfortunately. I bet these load up like the logs. You probably get 6 of them.
Wonder how much the tool. Oh, I thought I was about to derail. Shit, I'm good. I had a brief moment of fucking panic. I'm fine.
I'm running 3 cranes at the same time right now. Slightly hectic.
I got a heavy ass train for one locomotive. See how she do.
We're out here working for the money now, ain't we, Chet? Good lord. We're running like a chicken with our head cut off trying to load all this stuff up. Crap, I did it again. It's this one, then this one. Then back over to there. This one. Then back over to this one. Back over to the third one. Then this one. Then this one. And back to this one. We're just running around like crazy people. Then this one. Okay, these are 9 of 9. I have to reverse a little bit. You're not gonna lie, or you're not lying there, Chris. We've been working on the railroad all the live long day. Peak and I have been going nutty. Also, looks like we need one more on that one. And I am officially out of steel pipes. Nice. I think we wasted a couple, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Let's pull forward. Back to loading the tools. Yay.
Leaving Freight Depot now. I'm coming at you.
Alright. Hopefully by the time you get here, I'll be able to be pulling out so you can just kind of follow me around the loop. I've already got all the pipes loaded. I'm loading the last bit of tools up now. You'll have to stop. Oh God. Yeah, this is gonna be an issue. Let me go flip that switch for you. Next time I get this thing to start moving. Because you'll have to follow me around the loop, and I think I already set it for leaving. This is my favorite song in this entire game. Alright, I've got the switch set, so you'll be following me around the loop. Yeah, I think if they're gonna do these tools like this, they need to like make them four wide, so that you only have to do it like 8 times. But that's still 8 times that you have to do it. But loading 32 times, holy mother of God!
Tools ought to pay them.
We'll find out. It's still not an end product. It's going to the oil field, so. Should be getting ready to see Pete come around the corner anytime.
passing oil right now. Am I clear to come in, or do I gotta stop for switching?
No, you're fine. You can come in right behind me.
Roger. How long are we railroading? No idea.
We were just kind of going until we didn't want to anymore.
Yep.
I know I'm starting to get a little bit tired, but...
I gotta rebuild that one section of bridge. Try and get it to a 3-degree grade.
Alright, I'm going to have to reverse a little bit to pick up these last couple of boxes.
Oh, you got the switch on the left.
Yeah, you're literally going to follow me around the loop.
Imagine. Bonsai! I smacked right in the back of him.
Something else we need to do is save.
Yeah, I know it.
Dude, you gotta come up and check this shit out.
A lot of steel beams there.
Each one of these freaking boxcars has 32 boxes in it. Except this one, it's gonna be a lot less than that.
Because you got one tool left.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, well, that's that. Let me get out of your way.
Yikes, you had to load each one of these.
Each one of these
32
32 times.
God bless.
Tell me about it. Also, I'm running out of boiler pressure because my boiler went out and I didn't realize it. But should have enough to get moving, get around the corner, hopefully.
Always put.
Can you flip that switch when you get through it?
What's the
The one that's right there.
behind me?
Yeah.
No. If I leave this train, it runs into you. Set this to. I'll set this box. I'll set my train to 14% and just let it go. Then I'll flip it. Just don't let my train hit you in the ass. You're talking about the switch over here, right?
The
one
little
below?
switch that's literally right on top of your train right now.
Yeah, I can flip it.
The one for the inside loop coming out. Because you should be headed through that switch right now, and I'll be headed out of that switch, so
Yeah, I got him.
just don't accidentally derail yourself like I did earlier.
You're clear.
Thank you
Little
much.
NAS game. You're going. The Tourette string. It's doing that a lot more today than it's ever done before. I don't know why.
Well, we're starting to get some boiler pressure back. Yeah, I thought about streaming it, but I just, you know, I figured those guys could stream it. I've streamed Borderlands. Me and Hive just streamed that Tiny Tina's Borderlands 2 DLC not that long ago. So I just felt like you guys probably wouldn't want to see it. But, I mean, if you want to check it out, Hipper and Hustle both streamed their side of it. I think Hustle cut his a little bit short. I'll be honest, I don't know how much weight we have on this thing, but it feels like it's struggling. Even on flat ground. Also, I'm an idiot. I just drove right through the switch that I needed. Big doofus. Literally just drove right through the switch. I forgot, I gotta go to the oil field. Alright, so I gotta take this over there. Let's check our switches. Oh shit, we're gonna need beams over here too? That sucks. Okay, so we're cleared to come in. We're gonna loop all the way around and then come out here on the left line. Beautiful. Alright.
It would be beams too, since I just sold some beams and had them on my car.
Right. That's all good. Get this stuff dropped off.
Okay, I'm unloaded. Yeah, if ever, Strange. I don't know if this game's ever coming to console. They're talking about it, but I think it's going to take certain people that play on console to try and convince them that it's worth it.
Alright, I got your switch flipped back so you can leave past the oil field.
Okay, good deal.
Doop 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 doop. This be a bad time to find out that there's a tree in the track. I didn't check that. I just kind of let my loco go. I mean, there shouldn't be. There wasn't back in the day when I built this, but there's been a couple updates since then. There she is, boys. So let's see, 7,000 pounds per. Oh yeah, we can't actually go through them. Interesting. Well, how much money do I currently have? I have 1988, chat.
Pretty good.
Dude, each one of these crates is $30. Oh, we gotta be having the money.
Wow, 30 times 32.
Yes.
So you're looking at like $900 per boxcar. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 900 and some dollars per boxcar.
Wonder what the pipes fetch.
I just accidentally sold it while I was selling something else, so I ended up 3108 right now. So I'll jump forward and test the pipes again. See what they're selling for. Again, this is the hardest difficulty. Like, we're running the hardest economy, the hardest, the physics, like all the things. Peak and I are not cheaping it out. Alright, here we go. So we got 3108, 3140. It's 40 per pipe. Damn.
Times, what, 8?
9 per truck? Yeah, 9 per car. So you're looking at what, $360 per car?
Yeah. So nothing crazy.
It's not bad.
The boxcar does the most, but it takes so long to load.
Yeah, it should do the most. Good lord. I can't wait to see what the oil sells for. I almost took off without unloading the boxcar. It's so cool to see him stack this stuff up too. What up, Dr. Ghost? Okay. Needless to say, I don't think we're going to be needing money anytime soon.
Yeah, shit, I'm up at like $3 grand. So add it to yours.
Okay, go back here. Now we're going to have to pull forward. Should be able to unload this and the pipe though.
Oh, please have enough energy to get up that hill. Going to.
Alrighty. We are full on tools and full on pipes. The only thing we need is beams. And we can take 30 beams. But we can probably just load up a whole train of beams and bring them. Because we've got all the extra stuff here. But what did we end up with? 6228. So we went from 1988 to 6228. $4,240 for that trip. That ain't bad. Sure, it was obnoxious loading all those crates, but man, it was worth it. Alright, let's go ahead and start creeping. Go up here and flip this switch.
So you should be good to come back through the facility after you get out of the.
Okay, I'll be dropping off at the shunt yard.
That's what I'm doing right now.
This is a much more manageable speed to be trying to chase down. I think it's starting to warm up outside. I'm hearing a bunch of ice falling off the roof.
When did you guys get ice? Did you get snow in that last storm I had?
Oh yeah, I got snow. They were calling for up to 6 inches, but we only got like 2. So. No, it warms up. Like some winters, we get really, really snowy winters, and if it stays cold for long periods, you can get snow that stays on the ground, but for the most part, it'll snow and then it'll melt within a few days. Uh-oh. Somebody just did something.
What?
I got tagged on something.
Killed Spartan Elite Mishima, everybody. Like
it was a Discord thing.
Uh-oh. What kind of Discord thing?
It was Workout Boys. So our dude Hustle needs some motivation, it seems. Dude's done a hell of a job, though, man, over the last year. Oh wait, you've got me going through the actual freight depot. Oh no.
Doesn't matter. You still come through. I thought about flipping it, and I was like, I'm gonna end up the same place, so fuck it. What are you offloading? All these new cars?
Yeah, all these cars I'm going to be bringing in.
We're gonna organize.
It's only 8 deep. Like this train can be specific to this run, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is basically perfect. I mean, you can pick up the max amount of pipes, the maximum amount of tools. Only thing you're missing is beams.
Got 2 open shut lanes here.
This can be a medium one. It's only 8 cars, so. I mean, you guys get basically the same weather we get, except you guys get a lot more lake effect snow up in Michigan. Northern Ohio gets that lake effect snow. I don't get it down here. That shit's no fucking joke. I don't even want to think about waking up one morning to fucking 6 feet of snow. Fuck that shit. Could you imagine that, Peak? Like,
No, I was
just fucking straight up wake up one morning and you fucking can't even get outside. Unless your door opens to the inside. You gotta dig your way out. Like up in Buffalo, New York, they get that shit. Ugh.
Who would live there? I just bullied T-Bull. He's in the DE. Good boy. Good boy, Adam.
You placing Trek?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
All right, I'm gonna get me lined in for one of these empty tracks.
You're already set up. You just gotta switch the switcher. Let them roll. Before you go anywhere, do you mind grabbing the caboose? Pulling it forward.
Look at that, boys. You guys thought I was just letting the train roll? I know what I'm doing. Let it go through the switch, give it enough power to get partially up that hill, and then I flip the switch, it rolls backwards, and it's coming in hot. Like I planned this shit. Planned it! Professional! Alright, so there's that. You want me to grab the caboose?
Yeah, pull it forward. Get it out of the way.
Oh, I think I can manage that. And contact. There you be. Oh, nice, DJ. We were just talking about Canada earlier. Actually, we were mostly talking about Canadian geese. You're not going to leave that like that, are you?
Like what?
You just went, like, downhill. Because you don't have any, grade.
I didn't see that. No, I'll fix it.
Yeah, you went from, like, having grading to, or groundwork to no groundwork.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd tell you before you went too crazy. How long you plan on being on now?
Not that much longer.
Okay, I was thinking about jumping off.
I mean, I'll be done, dude, in like 2 minutes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do my...
This track line?
I'll go ahead and do my, outro. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it. We got some new cars. We did some new things. We earned a lot of money. Next episode, we're definitely going to be doing some more reworking, I think. And then, obviously, we're going to be getting some beams over to the oil so we can get those tankers. We'll be getting that. It's going to be a good one, guys. Next episode's going to be a lot going on. We are in the end game now, boys. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. And if you like what we're doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, we will see you in the next video.
All that is needed here is to cut all these trees.